Sure.
What are a few mistakes that you have seen folks do that can cause havoc during a move?
I think the number one thing, and my wife will kill me, but I have to say that she did it, and that is never leave the home and think that you can go out for that farewell lunch with friends and leave the movers working, without direction and without oversight. And I say that not with any intent that you're going to have issues of things being stolen and bad things happening. I say that just because the guys need some direction, and they'll come across things in the house and they'll not know, and so they'll either stop, which is not what you want, or they'll do the wrong thing and they'll assume that something's supposed to go somewhere that's not. It's even more critical with international moves.
Definitely.
Because typically, like when you went to London, you didn't take everything from a 4 or 5 bedroom home in the States to London because it wouldn't fit.
Exactly.
So you would have packed up enough for what type of home you were going to live in. So now you end up with, probably out of your house, 3 different shipments.
Exactly.
You have an small air freight shipment with some things you need right away. The sea freight shipment of a container, which is going to take 4 to 6 weeks. And then you're going to put the rest of the stuff in storage. That takes some coordination. And so the biggest thing that causes havoc is you walk out the door and leave the movers to do their own thing.
Exactly. I have a funny story. My husband and I, when we were moving to the UK, fortunately at the time we didn't have kids. And being the anal retentive person that I am, I did colored circle dots. And I put these colored dots on all my things in the home, because we had a smaller home at the time. It was just us. Don't ask me to do that with my 3 boys now. And it had a legend on my refrigerator. So blue dot meant, short-term storage. Green dot meant, air shipment. And red dot meant, put it on the ship. And so I thought, oh, great, I've done this work. I can go to my doctor's appointment, and I'll come back. Well, yeah. Needless to say, I found them all sunbathing on my front yard because they were all looking to me going, wait a minute, I'm not quite sure about this, and some of the dots fell off. So, yeah, it's definitely best to just stay put. It's hard when you're trying to coordinate everything at the last minute, and every hour counts. But, yes, definitely be there for them, because then won't cost you time in the end, because then we were trying to rush at the end of the day.
Exactly. And that is another thing is a lot of times people have some thought or notion as to the speed that the moving company should work at to satisfy them. And of course that works against the individual from a cost perspective.
Exactly.
That works against the corporation that might be purchasing the moves, and it works against the whole operational side of the moving company, who knows that they can do 5,000 pounds of international, a day, 15,000 pounds of a domestic move in a day. They know they can do that. So come the summer, they're planning their dispatch, their trucks, their men on that kind of a timetable. And now they come to a house where someone says, well, I'd like all 3 of you to start here in this room, and then we'll go from there in about half an hour over to this room. And, oh no, you guys are moving too fast. I need to check this, I need to check it. I would put that as number 2 on my top 10 list of things that can create problems for everybody.
That's true. You just have to let them take over. You really do. Get your stuff out of the way. Pack ahead the night before. Even if you have to stay up till 2 in the morning, it'll be worth it. And get it out in your car. And then just let them take over.